So now we'll go through a couple of commands, both the ping to test connectivity and the traceroute command. Depends on which operating system, whether it's spelled out fully to traceroute, R-O-U-T-E, or traceRT command. So we'll show you a little bit how to use both of those. Get my computer to work, get the right screen. Now, just keep in mind, there are certain types of connectivity tests that a ping can perform. Local, loopback, default gateway, and to a remote host. Most of the times we're doing a remote host, but just keep in mind, there are two other functions of this. So if I am doing a loopback, what a loopback is when I am pinging the loopback address, or it's 127.0.0.1 is the loopback address. Or if you're doing it for IPv6, it's : 1. In both cases, what that wants to do is test if the protocol stack is up and running. So it just uses a tool. It's just a way to verify, do I have the TCP IP protocol stack up and running and it's working? So you basically, what you're doing is you're pinging yourself. In this case, when you do the 127.0.0.1, you're pinging yourself and you're just verifying that that protocol stack is up and running. Now, if I am pinging the default gateway, I am testing to communicate to the local network and trying to see if I can find the default gateway, because what? The default gateway is what knows how to get to the outside world. So you got to make sure you can get access to your default gateway. Normally it's always operational, but you just got to make sure. And just ballpark, you're setting, which address am I pinging? I am pinging the address that's at this interface. I'm doing this interface right here, the one that the network is set up to. In this case, it's 10.0.0.254. But it is making sure, do I have connectivity? Can I find the default gateway? And making sure. And then, of course, the one that we're very familiar with is connectivity to a remote host. So basically the router is using the routing table to forward packets to find that address. So you've got a routing, in this example here, you're trying to go from 10.0.0.1 to, looks like it's going to a different network. You're going to go 10.1.0.254. Because I'm trying to find what? I'm trying to see if I can get to some other device. So it's just making sure you can get access to other networks. So you're forcing the router to do a router lookup table. And if it can't find it, it will try to go follow the routing table, because it'll still go to that, like we talked back in our routing table discussions, it's going to look for that last, the last destination, the route of, how do I get out? How do I get to the next router or next network that may know the way to the internet? So it's going to continue to try to do that. Now, the command traceroute basically tests the route, tests the path. So it isn't just saying, give me a message back and forth. It's actually going to show you what the path, the list of hops that it takes to get from point A to point B, and the amount of time, what's the round trip time to get between those destinations. Now, IPv4 uses time to live, and IPv6 uses a hop limit, but they both have the same message, is that they'll just record, has it gone too long or too many hops to make it a viable connection between two devices. I'll let you play the video showing you how that works. So this chapter is relatively short. These tools are very probably the ones you use the most when you're testing out your network, and ping probably more than others. Things we didn't talk about is changing the size of the ping message, changing how many messages you send. Right now, by default, you get 4. So you might want to look at the ping command and see what other options are available to you, and see what other areas that may help you troubleshoot your network. So hopefully this helped a little bit, and if not, give me a call, send me a text. Talk to you later.